Oh, hey, do you ever find yourself getting distracted and perhaps wasting a lot of time during the day? Well, in this episode, I'm going to give you 3 distractions that everyone needs to eliminate from their life coming right up. Hey, well, welcome to Faith and Fitness Friday. My name is Joe Alvarado. So glad that you're spending some time with me, a few minutes on this Friday morning. Thank you so much for the comments, shares, likes, everything that you do. My goal is to help you know God better and to live a healthier life. And today I'm going to do that by talking to you about distractions. We get distracted so easily in our lives, and distractions often waste time. And when we waste time, we don't do what we're supposed to do, like spend time with God, spend time in the gym. So let's get right to it. So here's 3 distractions that you need to get rid of in your life. The first one has to do with this phone, this thing that we all carry in our pockets and our purses, and it's a distraction. Let's face it, we have text messages and little notifications that come up and emails and videos and all of this stuff, and we Google things on our phones, and so we're constantly on them wanting to know what's going on. And so in fact, we get a little bit of addicted to it. And I remember there was an episode, if you watch The Office, where the whole team, I think it was in season 8, where the whole team goes to participate in a trivia contest to save or to win $1,000 in order to meet budget. And so they're there, and Ryan, he's on his phone while they're doing the trivia contest, and the guy doing the trivia contest, hey, you can't use your phone, you can't cheat. And he says, you have to take away your phone. So they take Ryan's phone away from him, and within seconds he's like, right? He leaves because he goes, I need my phone. I can't be without my phone. It's hilarious. And that was filmed several years ago, and they already anticipated people being addicted to these things. But the first thing you need to do to eliminate distraction is, we can't eliminate this, but turn off the push notifications. Now, every single app in the world, it starts its relationship off with you because it wants a relationship with you. Did you know that your app wants a relationship with you? That's weird, right? But anyway, it asks you, will you allow me to notify you often and a lot during the day? You're going to say no from now on. You're going to go back in time and turn off all the notifications, because every single time you get a notification, it's a distraction. You're tempted to, I got a little there's 2 notifications under my Facebook. I need to see who did what, who said what, and it just distracts you. And you really don't need to know every time somebody sends you an email. You don't need to know every time somebody comments on your Instagram or your Facebook, or they send you something on Snapchat. You don't need to know it. The world is not going to end. I read an article by Carey Nieuwhof recently, and he said this: think about notifications like this. Every time you receive a notification, it's like somebody tapping you on the shoulder, he says. And if someone tapped you on the shoulder somewhere between 30 and 300 times a day, every day, at some point you would want to just turn around and punch them, right? Because it would be annoying. You would want to get a restraining order. Well, every time your phone vibrates, and that's what's happening. Somebody's tapping you on the shoulder, and it's not real life. You don't have to respond every single time. It's hard to not do that, especially if you're used to it, but you need to turn off push notifications. Carey Nieuwhof also talks about email in the same first category of eliminating distractions. And he says, try changing your email practices from always checking all the time, which is the default. Let me go through my promotions on my Gmail and delete, because I don't want to buy anything from Macy's. I don't want to buy anything from Men's Warehouse. I don't want to buy anything from Fancy Socks or wherever else you have. And you end up, and you get this thing, I want to clear them. And here's what you want to do instead. For example, try using a small window of time each day in the morning, let's say 10 or 15 minutes, to just go through your emails, check everything, and make sure nothing's on fire, right? 90% of the time, by the way, things aren't on fire. And then come back to it maybe at lunch or in the evening, but don't feel like you have to check your email all the time. You turn off your notifications, and then you eliminate the need or the desire or the want to check emails, and you're more productive that way. It's going to keep you from being distracted. Put it this way, the less time you spend deleting junk mail and spam mail and all that, the more time you're going to have during your day. Here's perhaps one of the things that I learned not too long ago that really helps me be productive, because people ask me all the time, hey, you do a podcast, you lead a church, you teach classes at the gym. How do you get it all done? Well, there's this button on my phone and it's called Do Not Disturb, right? So you just swipe up and you hit that Do Not Disturb button. It's that little half moon on the iPhone. I don't know what it is on the Samsung, but you do not disturb. So you still receive everything, but you don't feel it. You don't hear it, and you come back and you put your phone. Here's what I do. I'll put my phone in another room, or I'll just put it on Don't Disturb, and I don't hear it, so it doesn't distract me. The second thing you can do to eliminate distractions is at night. So this is the first one was during the day, what you can do with your phone, but at night, here's what you want to do. Before bed, put your phone, plug it in somewhere away from your bed, so you're not laying in bed before you go to sleep looking at your phone. I know you do that. Stop doing that, right? Put it away. No TV in the room, right? Just eliminate all that distraction too. That way you can have real life conversations with your kids, with your spouse. I mean, that's so important to eliminate those, so at night you're connecting with the people that matter most to you, and that's your family. For some of us, that's really the only time we have. So eliminate the distractions, eliminate the phone, the TV, everything else, and have real life conversations at night. So the third thing you can do to get and eliminate distractions is this: make appointments with yourself or for yourself. And here's what I mean by that. Somebody calls you up and they say, hey, are you available Saturday? You'll say, no, I'm actually busy. And busy meaning I made some time for me to go to the gym. I created some time for me to spend with my spouse. I created some time to spend with my family or with God. And that's really okay. Sometimes we think I'm busy means I'm working, or I'm busy meaning I've got errands to run. But really, it's okay to say, to make appointments with yourself and tell somebody else, you know what, I'm busy Saturday. I've got some family time scheduled. I'm busy Saturday, or I'm busy Sunday, I'm going to church. I'm busy this evening because I'll be at the gym. And you're scheduling time in for yourself. Don't forget that what you do and the time that you have with yourself, with God, with your family, it's vital. It's so important. So don't give yourself permission to make appointments with yourself. Hey, so I hope these 3 suggestions helped, so that way you live more productive. You have more time for the gym. You have more time for God. Hey, this was Joe Alvarado. This was Faith and Fitness Friday. Thank you so much. We'll see you next weekend. God bless.